Hello! I recently reviewed FlatOut 3 for the evilgamers.net gaming news and reviews website. I gave it an overall 1 out of 10. That's correct, a 1 out of 10. I gave the graphics a 3 out of 10. I gave the audio a 2 out of 10. And I gave the gameplay a 1 out of 10. Now, because somebody complained about that review, stating the following. You actually call this a review. I get that you don't like the game, but after 15 minutes of playing, you simply can't write a review. Let's get something straight. This game got off to a bad start. It's had several patches now, and a lot of things have been fixed and improved. The physics feel awkward at times, but aren't nearly as bad as pretty much any review says, right? At least you have the courtesy to say that you didn't even take the time to really play this game. The graphics aren't the greatest, but again, not really as bad as you say. I only have to admit that the soundtrack is awful. FlatOut and FlatOut 2 had good soundtracks. FlatOut Ultimate Carnage had a meh soundtrack, but still good enough. This game simply has a bad soundtrack. And here's something else. You gave a game 1 out of 10 without even playing all the available game modes, and still you call it a review. At the time of this writing, I have completed every race mode, speed mode, night shift mode, and off-road mode, every demolition derby arena, the big and the small modes, and every monster truck challenge. I haven't yet completed the challenge mode and the stuntman mode yet, but even the sheer amount of content of the other modes justify the cost of this game. When it first came out, there were several issues like glitchy physics and bad car handling for most of the cars. I suggest you reinstall this game with the new patches and rectify this flaming essay with a real review. So, kind sir, I did what you said. I reinstalled this game and I took a look at all of the patch notes available for this game, and they said certain things like role of certain classes have been improved, added new loading screens, which by the way are absolutely hilarious. Take a look at this montage and I'm sure you'll agree. Right, there's also stuff like, let's have a look here. Reduce default start grid count for race and challenge mode. I suppose this is so they don't have to fix the shitty AI. Player can now easily bash their way through opponents because they are made of paper. Classic mode now renamed to game speed because of reviewers setting the game to chaos and destruction, meanwhile complaining the game is way too fast. Now that's a brilliant patch note right there, isn't it? Improved physics, yeah, right. Steering wheel bugs fixed. People actually played this game with a steering wheel? Anyway, I digress. No, nothing more about patch notes. Let's get on to some gaming. Right, I started up the game. As you see here, I instantly went into the options menu. The controls here were fighting against me. They were up and down all over the place. Extremely sensitive. I went into the video options. It told me that my Windows whatever experience bullshit rating had not been found. Why should a game base its graphical settings on my Windows experience rating? I have no idea, because my Windows experience rating is a 5.7 because my hard drive that my Windows installation is installed on is only a SATA 2 drive. So it takes my rating down to 5.7 when everything else is maxed out. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm not sure if you noticed back there, by the way, but take a look at this. I mean, what the fuck is this? Why on earth would you want to set your frame rate to 15 FPS? Why would anybody want to lock their frame rate to 15 FPS? That's unplayable. I mean, you can do it to 30 FPS. That's unplayable as well. I mean, that's playable for some people, but not for me. Not for your average PC gamer. 30 FPS is ridiculous, and 15 FPS is just complete and utter madness. I mean, thank God you can turn this off. But seriously, you can set this to 15 FPS. 15 FPS. That's just as bad as these concept art designs. I mean, why on earth would a team like this want to show off their low poly models? I mean, really. Also, because I didn't try the multiplayer when I reviewed this on the evilgamers.net gaming news and reviews website, I decided to try it straight after pissing about with the video options menu, and here we go. I join a game. There is one game to join. I join it, you see, and there is one person in it. And then I join, there are two people in it. I ready up, don't give a shit about the car I choose because they're all the same crap anyway. But I get bored straight away and instantly leave. So yes, that's the multiplayer covered. And if you're thinking that was a bit stupid, I'm going to show you why it isn't at the end of this video. So stay tuned, okay? Stay tuned and you will find out why I didn't bother with multiplayer. Right, well, I was going to take this portion of the video up to show you me racing a few races, but seeing as this video is now approaching the 7-minute mark, I don't think I should. Instead, I think I'm going to show you a huge montage of me playing this game, playing pretty much every single game mode, as I was criticised for not playing before by said commenter, and I do feel quite bad for just singling this guy out, but this is for every single person who likes to doubt a reviewer, like myself. I mean, if I enjoyed this game, I wouldn't have uninstalled it within 15 minutes. I would have continued playing it and continued playing it, criticised the things I didn't like and praised it for what I did like. I didn't like anything about this game in the 15 minutes that I played it originally, so I had nothing to praise about it. A game needs to grab me instantly. It needs to pull me from my seat and make me think, fucking hell, this is a good game. This game didn't do this. This game made me cry. It made me cut my wrists. It made me almost hang myself. I even contemplated taking some cyanide. But anyway, let's get on with why this game is so bad, why the graphics suck, why the physics suck, why everything about this game sucks, why the vehicles suck, the handling sucks, the textures suck, everything. Here we go, here's the montage that you've all been waiting for. Enjoy!